graders. I just want to walk you through how to make your research poster out of your Google Doc. So this is step 2 through 5. If we go to your assignment, step 1 is to complete the Google Doc. This should have been done this week. If you finish it today, if you finish it Friday, whenever this gets done, make sure you go through step B, having at least one other person look through your work on that Google Doc. Wanting to make sure you didn't miss any important steps, your sources are cited, make sure that everything makes sense, we didn't leave out any important details. Once that is done, you can move on to step 2, which is what I'm going to show you. So step 2 is transfer the Google Doc to the Canva assignment. So you should have gotten this Google Doc done. Once you get to step 2, you're going to click on the Canva link in the assignment, and it's going to pull up a screen like this. A template was created by me that was shared with you, and start designing now. You are not going to have the edit template button. You're going to have use template for new design. So when you click that, it should pull up Canva with this template for you. Now, all of these text boxes are able to be edited. If they're grouped, you can click ungroup and then edit an individual box. You can edit your text. You can zoom in and out. Any box that is white is where you're going to paste information from your Google Doc. So that's when you're going to go back to your assignment. You're going to get your Google Doc open. Primary sources, this part of your Google Doc, the first thing you did, these are what's going to go in your burgundy boxes. So where it says primary source, attach a primary source from your place, that is where you're going to put your 3 pictures. Right here, it says primary source, describe your primary source. That is where you're going to go back to the Google Doc and you are going to add in these captions. So image 1, source, caption. Image 2, source, caption. That is all going to go in this little white box. If you need to make this smaller, bigger, whatever you need to make it look good, professional, and have all the information, do what you need to do. If this doesn't look exactly the same when you turn it in, I am okay as long as it still looks clean, organized, and professional. Okay, so that is your primary sources. Burgundy boxes are for pictures, white boxes are for text. The next section of your Google Doc is history, so your 5 events. Those are going to go under introduction. If you read here, it says give your audience an overview of your place's history. Create a timeline showing important events. You're going to replace this text, so go in and delete that. And you're going to add in whatever you have typed here. So what is event number 1? What's the source? Event number 2, where'd you get that from? All the way down through event number 5. All of that is going to go into this introduction. If you want to change the title to history of whatever your place is or whatever you want that title to be, go for it. As long as it makes sense, it's professional, and it keeps the poster organized. Okay? Then your third part of your Google Doc is your important figure. Their name, when they were born, where they were born, when they got to Fort Collins, why did they move here, any other important information. This is where you're going to have to get a little creative with how you type this in, because not all of you were able to find where they were born or when they were born or when they moved to Fort Collins or some of those details. You are going to put what you do have in a description of that person. So whatever information you do have in full sentences, give a clear picture of who this person is. Again, if you want to edit this box and put important figure and then put their name, if you want to change it to just be their name, whatever makes sense for you. If you need more room for your primary source and this is a little shorter, you could move this over and then give a little more room for your picture. Whatever you need to do, you have a full edit of this template. But please make sure you have as much detail as possible for that important figure. And again, make sure your source is listed somewhere. My best recommendation would be to put the source at the bottom of each of these white boxes, just so it's not sticking out, but it still needs to be listed. The last part is today. So tell your audience why the area is protected today, its importance to Fort Collins, and the uses of the land to the surrounding community. That is the last part of your Google Doc. So, what is the site name today? A good example is CSU, hasn't always been CSU. So, in your project, you're probably going to be talking about Colorado A&M or whatever iteration of CSU you want to research. Then the site name today is CSU. Who is it managed by? What is it used for? What's the most important feature of it? So, if there's something really unique that's been preserved, or if there's a really important element of that place to Fort Collins today, highlighting that. And then, what can visitors learn about when they go here? That is going to go all in this box. Again, all of these should be written in full sentences so it makes sense to your audience. Once all of this is filled in, double check your title. Your title should be the name of your location. Do not just leave this as title, name your location. Add your location in. Give your audience a description of your place. So you're going to edit this box to briefly, in one sentence, describe this place. And change the author's box to your name. If you're working with a partner, add both of your names. You do not need to change affiliations. That is my little thank you to Cache la Poudre National Heritage Area for supporting us with these posters. So you do not need to edit this box on the right. Once all of that is added into your poster, again, you're not creating new information on this poster. You are moving from your Google Doc and taking all of this work and pasting it onto this poster. That is step 2. If we go back to the assignment, step 3 is to download the Canva document as a PDF. So you're going to go up here to share, the share button in the top right corner on Canva. This is when you are done, completely done. Hit share, scroll down, and you're going to see download. Go ahead and click download. We're going to change the file type to PDF. PDF print is going to be the best one. Either of these PDFs will work. So make sure it is PDF print, and then you're going to click download. It'll show a little progress bar, and once it says completed, you'll see it pop up right here. This puts it in your downloads. The name of this is very long. That's because it's the name of the template. You can change the title if that bothers you. I don't care what the title of the file is as long as the work is here. So if you feel like you need to change the title of the document to make it easier to find for yourself, that's fine. Once it is downloaded, you can move to step 4. So attach the PDF to this assignment. That is when you go back to Google Classroom. You have a little button up here that shows your Google Doc up here that you've been working on, and then it should have a button that says Add or Create. You're going to click that drop-down menu and go to Attach File. You're going to find this file in your downloads and attach that to this Google Classroom assignment. And then step 5 is turn in all work. So hit the turn in button on this assignment. That is how I know that you are completely done with your Google Doc and with your poster. Do not hit that turn in button until your Google Doc is entirely done and your poster is entirely done. If you hit it before, it will not let you edit or attach anything. That should get you all the way done with this project, and then you're spending the rest of Thursday and Friday on missing work and getting caught up. Check student view, check the grade check paper I gave you on Tuesday, and use that to help you for the rest of the week. If you have questions, you can send me an email. I might not respond because I'll be gone, or you can talk to a partner or an adult in the room and have them help you. But I hope this helps. Have fun getting this done, and I can't wait to see what you guys create.